Triple cooked chips. Are they really worth the hassle? If you haven't tried them, give them a go so that you can decide for yourself. They are a labor of love, but compared to a French fry or even frozen fries, are they superior? Wait and see. Let's go.
Start by peeling your potatoes. I've used 1 kilo. Ideally, you want Maris Piper, but I couldn't get that variety here, so I've got russets. So these aren't going to come out as pale. They're going to be a little bit darker due to the sugar content in these type of potatoes. Once you've gone through all kilo of those, peel them off and put them in some water like this. Now, if I was in a restaurant setting, I would square these off so that I could get those perfect batten shapes. But for home, you don't really need to. Just cut them in 3 like I've done there. Cut them in half, and I think this is perfectly acceptable for a chip that you're going to use at home. Work your way through the rest of the potatoes, putting them into your bowl of water as you go. You want to keep them roughly the same size and width. It's just going to help you in the final cooking process. Don't cut them too thick, otherwise they're just going to be too moist in the middle and harder to crisp up. Now we just need to wash off the starch until the water is clear. Then half fill your pot with some salted water, and then we're going to put our chips in. We're going to bring this up to a simmer and cook them until they're just falling apart. Now you've got to be very careful here and judge this. In total, I think I cooked them for about 20 minutes from start to finish. You'll see that there'll be little cracks forming on the top like this. That's when you know they'll be done, and those cracks are going to go super crispy once they hit the fryer. Now gently lift these up and put them onto a rack. Now we've got 2 options to dry this out. We can put them in the fridge and leave them for a couple of hours, which is pretty good because that will cool them down, or you can put them in a freezer, which is going to work a lot better because there's less humidity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them over 2 because my freezer's not big enough to take the whole rack in. Once I've got them split like this, I'm going to put them in for at least an hour. I had these in for about 2 hours, as you can see. They're nice, they're not frozen, they're really dry on the outside, and you can see little cracks and fissures have formed. That's what you want. That is what is going to crisp up when you put them in the fryer. So next we're going to heat up 2 liters of canola oil to 130 degrees C or 266 Fahrenheit. And this is going to be the first cook. You're going to cook these for about 5 to 6 minutes, just until a light crust forms around the top. Do this in batches because the temperature will go down way too quick if you do this all at once. I'll drain these off onto some kitchen paper, and then I'm going to put them back onto the rack and keep them in the fridge until the second batch is done, and then I'm going to freeze them again. At this stage you could keep these in the fridge for 3 days, or you could even freeze them in a bag until you need them and then fry them on the second fry and you've got some chips. Okay, set the oil aside. We're going to put these all back onto this rack, and these are going back in the freezer for another hour or 2. Okay, after an hour we're going to fry these again at the final stage at 180 C or 356 Fahrenheit, and we're literally just going to fry these up for about 5 to 7 minutes. So like I said at the start, using russet potatoes, these are going to come out a little bit darker, but if you can get Yukon Gold or Maris Piper, they're the perfect ones. Use some kitchen paper here just to blot off any excess fat that's on there. Season them with salt generously while they are warm, and you have some crispy chips. Don't forget to have a little sample, and you can serve these with ketchup, mayo, whatever you like. I'm going to do ketchup and mayo. Put them in a bowl, get them a little bit fancy, and then there you have some lovely triple cooked chips.
Triple cooked chips. A labor of love. Now, I don't think everyone's going to do this, so by all means, get some frozen fries and deep fry them or cook them in an air fryer or however you want to. A lot of restaurants do use frozen fries, so I never begrudge anybody who wants to use them. So yeah, if you want to use frozen fries, use frozen fries. Nothing wrong with them. A lot of high-end restaurants use them all the time. So, bit of mayo. You can hear how crispy they are. Very nice, very nice. I'm not sure if I prefer these to French fries, which is pretty controversial considering I'm from England. But French fries really are something else. We're going to do a video on those soon as well. Give them a go. Floury, crispy. But you got to get the potato quality right. See you on the next one.